In fact, 300 million photographs are uploaded onto Facebook each day. There's only 7 billion people on the planet, and 1/3 of a billion photographs are uploaded just onto Facebook. God knows how many photographs are taken every day.
Now, what is this doing to our memories? If it's like the tourist who comes to Australia for a couple of days, spends the whole time taking photos. Do they actually enjoy the tour, or do they go home and reminisce about what a great time they had?
Well, we don't know, and only recently we've actually done the research to find out. So we've already done research on firstly, on how photographs can help you retrieve your memories. So they sent a whole bunch of people out with automatic cameras which are going click, click, click throughout their day, for day after day, week after week. And then later they looked at the photos and said, oh yeah, I had a really good time there at the fish and chip shop. Oh, that wasn't me at the zoo, you threw that one in to trick me. So we've done that. And secondly, we've used photographs of people doing stuff to try and understand how we organise our memories, because we don't fully know. This was the first study looking at what happens when you photograph something. Does it interfere with your memory? And the answer is yes. They got a whole bunch of psychology students who are close enough to human beings, and they sent them into museums, and they'd have a list of 30 things. Show me the Tang Dynasty warrior. So they go off there and either look at it and then take a photograph of it. And then show me this sculpture, show me this jewellery, show me this tool, this bit of pottery. And they looked at a whole bunch of objects. At the end of the day, they then forgot about it, and the next day they called them back. If they had just looked at them and didn't take a photograph, their memory was better, right? Their memory was better if they did not take a photograph of it. And they're probably doing the dismiss and forget. Oh, that's really important, but I'll look at the photograph later. You take the photograph, and then you've got a pile of a large number of photographs which you never look at, you never organise. So not only do you miss out on the actual day, you miss out forever, because you weren't there then and you weren't there later.
Life is passing you by. You haven't stopped to smell the roses.
Yeah, but they did find a trick though, that if you take a photograph and then zoom in on some detail, and they say, look, now look, photograph what's in the Tang warrior's hands, and you see that there's a helmet or a shield or a sword, not only do you remember that better, you remember the whole thing. It's some sort of weird multitasking thing. Now, by the way, it wasn't a terrific study, not a very large sample size, the numbers weren't strong, but it's a hint that we're going down that pathway. But now here's a weird thing for you, with regard to photography. Now, you're familiar with the word selfie? Mm-hmm. Now, that word was made Word of the Year by the Oxford English Dictionary last year, because its usage increased by 17,000%. Now, on whose homepage do you think that word first ever appeared?
No idea. Really?
My ABC homepage.
Oh, come on.
No. So on the 13th of September 2002, Nathan Hope in Armidale, hereafter known as Hopi because we're Australian and we shorten things down, right? He went out for his mates, got a little bit drunk, fell over and put his teeth of the lower jaw through his lip, went to the hospital, had stitches put in, and the next day, on the 13th of September, went on to my ABC, Dr. Karl's self-serve science forum and said, mate, I've got these stitches. How long do they take to dissolve? And then other people said, why have you got stitches in your lip? Oh, well, I went out for the night, fell over, and here's a photo of it. And after the photo, this sentence is the first written as opposed to spoken, use of the word selfie. Sorry about the focus, comma, it was a selfie. On the 13th of September 2002, the word selfie was first written down. It was popular in Armidale at the time, and then from there it blossomed through the whole world. Thanks to the ABC.
Gracious.
So you and I helped change the English language via the internet and photography in some small way.
All right, so we discussed how this affects the memory. Does that work in reverse, in that you look at a photo and think, aha, I remember doing that. I remember you create a scene which perhaps you didn't really remember at all. It's an artificial memory.
Both are true. You can improve a memory and you can create an artificial memory. So the studies have been done by Elizabeth Loftus, University of California, where she's gone to people and made up photographs. Oh, Andrew, here's a photo of you at your 5th birthday, and you accidentally, with your toy sword, knocked over the birthday cake. Did I? Well, there's a photo. And even though it never happened, you then incorporate that into your memory, and years down the line, you'll regret about how you knocked over the birthday cake. You can implant a false memory into 1/4 of people with photographs or just with words?
Can we go one step beyond that? We've seen Hollywood take this on with Blade Runner, with the replicants having false memories implanted from other people. More recently, Inception, which is all about getting inside someone's head and implanting memories and thoughts.
Don't know. I first started a paper file on memory in 1981. Once it got to about 10 centimetres thick, the electronic world came on, and I have since built up 2 gigabytes of PDF documents about memory. We still don't understand memory. We do not know what this thing memory is. At some stage, you need to manufacture proteins, so for some reason that helps lay down the memories. And then there's also this thing of where you lay down electric paths. Imagine people walking across a grass park and they lay a path down. In the same way, if you think the same thing, it lays a path down in your brain. We will. I think we can do it one day.
I mean, is it feasible that everything we've ever experienced in life, every sensory perception, is actually stored somewhere in our brain?
There's a small percentage of people who can remember virtually every event of every day of their lives, and I think all of us have the potential to do that. The potential of the human brain is not fully realised yet.